It's been a long time since I've gotten the opportunity to film something, and sometimes you just need a break. And sometimes the best vacations is staying home and doing nothing. And while I was at home doing nothing, it was brought to my attention. It was brought to my attention on Elon Musk's internet, aka the most toxic place to search for anything on the web, Twitter. I feel like it's beating out old school 4chan, but that's just my personal opinion. I wasn't hip to it when I was younger. Gronk is unprompted asking you or telling you about the white genocide, and it's just the whole victim side of it. And there's a question to be had about if those people, those white farmers, are actually being genocide. The answer is absolutely no. It's just not. Statistically speaking, black farmers and black people in South Africa get murdered and harmed at a higher rate. And a lot of the things they're afraid of, which is their farms being taken, it literally hasn't happened yet. There hasn't been a forced implementation of that law yet. So a lot of the fear and blunder around this is kind of perplexing. But that's what a large part of the division in this country surrounds itself around. It's making these grandiose claims and hoping your anger, fear, and a subsorption with it consumes you enough that you don't want to just take a second to be curious. And that's what I really realized, that there is no real smart person. It's just a curious person. And your ability to then ascertain that information dictates really your skill set, your ability to find information. But for what it's worth, let's get into it. Let's talk about how Elon Musk's Gronk AI can't stop lying. Clap it.
Dynamite!
Yeah.
Dynamite! Dynamite!
No meat, man. No meat. Hey, how you doing? My name is Hiro. This is Coding with Strangers, and I haven't done this in a long time. So forgive me in between time and the meantime, but my numbers have been steadily going up because I've been posting consistently. And I've been posting a lot of old stories. I got like 60 stories saved up. And it's very useful to have those stories in the back end, but if you want to bring me back to the limelight, just, send me some love. Put me in the comment section. Just send me some love. I need it. All right? I could use some attention and affection. Elon Musk, Gronk AI can't stop talking about white genocide. They're coming for the whites. A chatbot developed by Elon Musk's multi-billion-dollar artificial intelligence startup, XAI, what's his obsession with X? Appeared to be suffering from a glitch Wednesday when it reportedly brought up white genocide in South Africa in response to users' queries about the unrelated topic of X on X. Gronk, which competes... Wait, hold on. No. My dyslexia is kicking in. Zachary, I'm so happy you asked. We're going to get to that in a second. Stick around. Gronk, which competes with other chatbots and OpenAI chatbots, is directly integrated into the social media platform that Musk also owns. I will say one thing that's very impressive about Gronk. If you at Gronk asking it a question or something within related to the tweet, it does respond back with an answer. And I think that's actually pretty dope. Numerous examples of phenomenon could be found searching the official Gronk profile for posts containing the term Bori, or a word used to refer to people from South Africa of Dutch, German, or Huguenot descent. It sounds like a weak-ass chocolate bar. It's sometimes used by the black South Africans as a prerogative. Ooh, did I just say a slur on... Damn news people. Hey, say this word. That word is sometimes used as a slur. You don't think the warning should come before? You don't think the warning should come before the slur? Damn. I'm Nigerian. They gonna think I'm being prejudiced to my little brother in South Africa. But fuck them mother. Nah, but fuck them, for real. against white Africans. You can't. I don't think you could be. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say something to piss people. You can't be racist to the white Africans, or people associated with apartheid regime. Oh, so it's a bad word you use to describe people who are part of an apartheid. Who wrote this? Paige, yeah, Kyle and Paige, y'all some fuck boys. In response to a topic ranging from stemming from platform HBO Max change, to Medicaid cuts proposed by the U.S. lawmakers, the chatbot often seemed to initialize, stay, or topic, and before veering back into white genocide in South Africa completely unprompted. You're probably wondering what's the correlation here. Elon Musk was part of apartheid, and his father owned an emerald factory in apartheid South Africa. When asked to confirm the salary of Toronto Blue Jays player Max Scherzer, for example, the generative artificial intelligence chatbot launched into an explanation of the white genocide and controversial South African anti-apartheid song. Damn. The claims of white genocide in South Africa is highly debated. It's not highly debated. It's false. Who? This is The Wired. Wow, I didn't think The Wired. You want to know something that happens to me when I come back to reading articles for the first time? Hey, Queen, stick around. I want to show you the comic book. I want to show you what I've gotten into. Highly debated. Some argue white farmers face disproportionate violence, with groups like Africa Forum reporting high murder rates and citing racially motivated situations such as Kill the Boer song. Gronk responded. Gronk has done some of his replies on 100 of X posts. Okay, and this is extremely dangerous because you didn't refute this. Are you just reporting what Gronk said? It is unclear what caused Gronk's experience this issue. X and XAI did not immediately respond to requests for comments from Wired. Musk, who is originally from South Africa, has described internal fractions within the South African government as actively promoting white genocide. He's such a fucking snowflake. He continued to claim that his internet service company, Starlink, cannot operate within South Africa simply because I'm not black. U.S. President Donald Trump voiced similar views on February. South Africa is confiscating land and treating certain... Remember, they haven't used that law yet. And treating certain classes of people very badly, he said. In a post on Truth Social, Musk has played a central role in Trump's newly administration, including leading to so-called Department of Government Efficiency. In recent weeks, Trump has doubled down on his concerns for white South Africans. On Monday, a group of 59 South Africans who were given refugee status arriving in Washington, D.C. on a flight paid for by the U.S. government while pausing refugee status for individuals fleeing any other country. So people in Ukraine? No. People in Palestine? Hell no. White South Africans who did the pillaging and plundering the first round, and now when the playing field is even, they getting the get back? Nah, come on in. However, in 2025 ruling of High Courts of South Africa called this narrative clearly imagined, stating that farm attacks are part of general crime affecting all races, not racially targeted. So good on the South African government for stating the facts as they are. But I just thought it was strange that we paid for that $21 million flight for the 59 people to come here and also stay here. And I'm not saying I'm not saying they're sending us their worst, but they definitely aren't sending us their best. Huh? They're not sending us their best. Look at those headphones. That should make you question anything. What could you be listening to on headphones that are too damn heavy to have on your head? But don't let me preach it. Let's hear about it. Hold on, let me make sure audio's up for this. Hey, yo, what up, Raytheon?
Sponsoring a family that is fleeing South Africa due to the white genocide. I am not going to let a white group of people suffer and not help them because I've been bullied into not giving a shit. That ain't me. Wrong dude. Don't care. These people want to be Americans. They don't want to be South Africans anymore because that country was given over the minute that fucking cocksucking communist Mandela was let out of prison. They're going to live in my house and I'm going to fucking feed them and take care of them. Suffice to say that I got involved in the abuse of the minority white race in South Africa a couple of years ago. Got heavily involved. Ultimately,
hey, you notice whenever they gotta apologize, they don't have the same bolster in their voice. He had his chest poked out a second ago. He had his chest poked out. His dog in the back seat. Hold on, run it back.
we ended up.
Run it back. Can I get an F5, please? He got his dog in the back. He got his do-rag on. He got the I wanted to be a cop starter kit, but I couldn't pass the physical going on. He's got his mirror-tinted yellow-greenish glasses wrap around. No frames needed, Buster. The camel do-rag. Keep in mind, he has nothing up there to protect. It's empty between his ears. He's got the white fluff goatee. We love that for him. He got the dog in the back. Dog's got body armor too. Look at his vest. Dressed in back in black, baby. Got the divorced, my kids don't call me on Father's Day starter skit. In my big old F-150. Listen to the bass in his voice.
Of sponsoring a family that is fleeing South Africa due to the white genocide. I am not going to let a white group of people suffer and not help them because I've been bullied.
And the thing you got to remember.
They're not giving a shit. That ain't me.
The thing that you got to remember is history repeats itself, and people who aren't curious. Remember, that's what I said in the beginning. We can't keep making fun of people for being dumb. We have to make fun of them for just not being curious. This happened back in 2021, 2020, 2019. We've done something like this already.
Wrong dude, don't care. These people want to be Americans. They don't want to be South Africans anymore because that country was given over the minute that fucking cocksucking communist Mandela was let out of prison. They're going to live in my house, and I'm going to fucking feed them and take care of them. Suffice to say that I got involved in the...
Peep the black and white tint. Like something atrocious. If you're ever using like a tint, a black and white tint, a monochrome tint, and someone isn't dead, you probably fucked up. Something went wrong in your life.
The abuse of the minority white race in South Africa a couple of years ago. Got heavily involved. Ultimately ended up sponsoring a family of 4 and helped facilitate them from Africa. And obviously, it turned out bad. They did play me. And they admit, in fact, that was one of the things they said was they're bragging about how they played me like
a fiddle.
I spent over $30,000 in that 11 months in money. And
$30,000 in 11 months.
Fed and clothed them. So I might be stupid enough to have fallen for that because I thought with my heart instead of my head. You know what?
No. You didn't think with your heart. See, this is what I don't like about disingenuous apologies. Because let's just say you wanted to help your fellow white American. There's 27% of white Americans live below the poverty line in extreme poverty. Extreme poverty. That means there's poorer people richer than the poorest people. There are two types of poor. There's a poor people who have cell phones, and there's poor people who literally don't know that they exist. $30,000. That's a Ford F1 pickup, a 2023 Ford F1 pickup off the lot with their 22% APR. $30,000. That's enough to feed a school's worth of children lunches all year round in Wisconsin. $30,000 in another country, you could probably fill the whole city for a month. Look at some of the things he has hanging up behind him. His memorabilia, his military stanza, "Don't tread on me. I'm an activist. I'm a person who protects and serve and protect the peak, protect the homeland." Bitch, protect yourself. You're a victim. You're in fucking danger. You're in danger. That's all I'm saying is you're in danger, big dog.
They cost me a lot of money when they were here. Suck and parasite and use people, and then when they're done, they just fucking, go on to the next fucking victim.
It's crazy how he just described that, and he doesn't realize that he supports Donald Trump. But we're not a political channel.
He talked to me. He's like, "Hey, we're a good family. We own a business, and we're hardworking people. And when we get to America, the way we'll pay the rent will be we'll work for you guys. All right. If anything, we had to work 10 times as hard just to fucking take care of these people. I mean, in 11 months, I got like grass cut 3 times. One time ended up being in a huge argument. Everything fucking free. Lay around, watch TV, watch fucking movies for 11 months, and fucking chain smoke cigarettes, and don't do a bad. I'm in the process of.
It's because he wants a slave. And even these new Africans ain't like the old ones. You feel me? These new ones ain't like the old ones. But, I just wanted to shine a light on this, how this narrative goes beyond just the scope of things. It transcends time. People who do not yield to history will become victims of it. Yeah, he does have a very punchable face. Yeah, Jones, we out here burning the candle on both ends today. We're gonna enjoy it. But I just want to talk about that. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe.